and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I am going to be talking about self-love, body positivity, and how to go through 2018 loving yourself, feeling great, and having a positive mindset. I do want to make sure that I'm not offending anyone. I do know that the term body positivity has been mostly associated with more curvy women, but in this video I'm not going to be focusing too much on size and more about how to combat those like negative thoughts and negative emotions when it comes to your body. I just want everyone to leave this video feeling a little bit more love for themselves and a little bit more happy. So without any further ado, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up as well as subscribing if you haven't yet. It really does help me out, and let's get into this video. So the first thing that I want to do is I kind of want to go over my own story and why I'm making this video in the first place. So throughout my journey on YouTube, I have made 2 videos about weight loss. The first one was called How I Successfully Lost 20+ Pounds, and in that video I detailed my weight loss journey and how I lost all this weight in a pretty short amount of time using a pretty controversial technique. So in that video I was really happy about my results, about my body, and overall I was in a very good state of mind. But the thing is, that weight loss didn't come from a positive place. I didn't lose weight because I thought it would make me more healthy. I lost that weight because I thought that it would make me feel better about myself, and I thought that it would make me feel prettier. But the thing is, when I stopped taking those supplements, something weird happened. Instead of maintaining my weight or maybe gaining some weight back, I continued to drop weight very rapidly, putting me at about 128, and it made me almost hate my body at that time because I felt like a total skeleton and I felt like I wasn't myself, because my whole life I had been more curvy, I had been around 140 pounds, and I just felt so down on myself because I felt like I felt like I lost myself in a way when I lost all that weight. And I felt so ashamed of my body at that point that I was always working to cover it up and to wear like very long oversized things because I almost felt embarrassed of what I had done to myself. And I was just in a very dark place at that time. And then I told myself, you know what? I'm gonna go on a weight gain journey and I'm gonna gain this weight back and it's all gonna work out, you know? And currently I'm at about 134 pounds. It took me like 2 months to get back here. And the thing is, going through all that and going through all those weight changes made me realize that it didn't make me any happier. No matter what weight I was at, whether it was 159 or 128, it wasn't about the number and it wasn't about how I looked. It was more about what was going on in my head and the negativity that I had towards myself that was causing me to look for ways to change myself in order to feel better. That's why I'm here today, to make this video and talk about some ways that I have worked to be more positive, some ways that I combat like the negative thinking and be better and be more positive and be more loving towards yourself, because that's the only way to truly be happy. Okay, I'm sorry if I got a little bit long. I wanted to keep it short, but I kind of just wanted to give you guys a little better understanding of why I'm here today and why I want to share this, because it is very important to me. And the first piece of advice that I have for you guys about how to be positive about yourself and about your body is let go of what you think is ideal and find the ideals within your own body. So what I mean by this is, a lot of the time I would go on social media and I would see all these beautiful Instagram models or Twitter models or girls that looked absolutely breathtaking and gorgeous, and when you're always seeing that right in front of you, you start to think that that is the only true way to be happy. And I just felt like no matter what I did, I couldn't win. No matter if I had lost weight or gained weight, I couldn't be ideal. And those were the kind of thoughts that would really dig deep and eat into my mind and just make me feel like hopeless and negative. And when I let go of all the things that I thought were beautiful or perfect, or the things that I needed in order to be happy or love myself, I realized that there were hundreds of things that I loved about myself that I had never even noticed because I was so focused on what I didn't have that I couldn't even see all the things that were beautiful about myself. And it is a very gradual process. It doesn't come overnight. It's not like you can just flip a switch and suddenly you're not feeling that way, because even now I feel like there are some days where I feel down on myself and I'm being negative. But the best way to combat that is to realize that those thoughts aren't healthy, and that even if at that very moment in time you're not feeling good, that it's gonna pass. If you're able to spot negative thoughts, you can then work towards having less of those negative thoughts and not letting those negative thoughts affect you and control you. Okay, my second piece of advice for you guys is wear things that make you feel good and go out of your way to do things that make you feel confident. So what I mean by this is, no matter what your body type is and no matter who you are, if there are things that you love about yourself, don't be afraid to accentuate them. Don't be afraid to try new things in fashion, and don't be afraid to put yourself out there. So whether it's a tank top or an oversized sweater, make sure that you're dressing in a way that makes you feel good about your body. Because when you leave the house feeling like you look good, you're gonna feel good throughout the day, and you're constantly gonna have that positive energy around you. So if you really do have to take an extra hour in the morning to get a little bit dressed up, do that, because that's gonna make you feel better about yourself. And I'm not saying that that's what you need to do in order to love yourself or feel good, but I'm saying that you should be going out of your way to do things that make you feel confident. So if you love having your nails done, make sure that you have a nail day every couple of weeks. Or if you love to go get facial masks, make sure that you treat yourself. Self-care is extremely important, and it's a big part of feeling good about yourself, so make sure that you always have time for you. So my third piece of advice for a more positive outlook and a more positive 2018 is cut out negative people. So if you have a friend that's always making comments that make you feel kind of down on yourself, or that you think about a couple days later and you're like, wow, that really doesn't make me feel good, that is not a person that you need in your life. I mean, you can try and be honest with them and see if they can make changes in order to not make you feel that way. But if that is a person who is constantly bringing bad energy into your life, you don't need them. And that is someone that you need to cut out of your life in order to continue growing and loving yourself and being a more positive person. Because sometimes it is the people that are close to you that can really make you feel down about yourself. And sometimes you don't even realize it. But next time you're around your friends, if they say something that makes you feel bad, tell them. Because if that is truly your friend, they should not be making you feel bad about yourself. They should be lifting you up and making you feel better. So make sure you're aware of the people that are around you. Okay, piece of advice number 4 is be absolutely unapologetic about your body. No matter how it is you're feeling that day, make sure that you are constantly exuding a sense of confidence and happiness, because you are you, and you are amazing, and you are beautiful. And sometimes it does take a little bit of faking it to really make it, but that's okay, because if you constantly present yourself in a confident manner, eventually you're gonna actually feel that confidence. And my final piece of advice to you is, it's okay to have bad days, and it's okay to have setbacks. Like, you're not always going to be perfect, and it's not always going to be a constant journey upwards. Sometimes you do take dips, and sometimes there are things that happen that make you feel down about yourself. But it's taking that time to recognize that one day does not define who you are or how you're feeling. Because one of the things that I struggle with is, one day I can feel that I look absolutely beautiful and that my body is perfect, and I don't feel like I want to change a thing. And the next day I get in front of the mirror and suddenly I'm seeing like all the imperfections. And I'm talking like, I will see things that I know aren't even there. Like, I'm like, I know there's not fat there. But when you do have those moments, you have to be able to step away from the mirror and just let go of that. I mean, it can be hard because you could really stand there and pick yourself apart, but the only true way to overcome those days is to just let go. Because at the end of the day, your body and your looks are not defining of who you are as a person, and they aren't the most important thing. And I know that in today's world and in today's society, it can seem like beauty is the only thing that really matters, but that's truly not the case. Alright guys, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope that you guys took something away from this and that this has helped you guys in some way, because I just thought it was really important for me to share this with you guys, because I know that there are thousands of girls going through the same thing that I'm going through, and sometimes it's just that, and sometimes all you need is to just tell yourself, I'm enough, I'm beautiful, and I'm okay. Like, I know it sounds corny, but sometimes you have to get in front of the mirror, and instead of picking yourself apart or trying to find good or bad, just tell yourself, I'm amazing. Like, say it out loud, say it in the morning, say it at night, but fill yourself with positivity and always doing your best to have a positive outlook, because that's the only true way to be happy and to accept yourself. Please make sure that you continue to love yourselves, and I will see you in my next video.